Breaking now at 6 from the live desk, an electrical fire in East Cleveland causing some major damage to a home. This is on Mayfair Avenue, and this video coming to us from 44112 News. Now, everyone made it out safely here. No injuries to tell you about. Neighbors, including one in a wheelchair, helped out by police and firefighters. Jackie.
5:59 right now, and let's take a live look outside at the Feast of the Assumption. It's going on this weekend in Cleveland's Little Italy, but you can see this is the calm before all of that good food. And we want to check on that forecast. That's in a minute. So welcome back to Good Morning Cleveland. I'm Jackie Fernandez.
And I'm Terrence Lee. Yes, that is the question on everyone's mind right now. What is the weekend weather like? I think that's our question on Mondays, Tara, but she has the answer for us this morning.
Everyone, as soon as they see me on Monday, all right, what's the weekend look like? If you're expecting to be outside, you should have minimal problems as long as you've got water in hand. We're back to hot and humid this morning. Quite a bit warmer for us, too, at 68, 60 degrees in Worcester, 64 Ashtabula, 62 for us in Mansfield. Morning temperatures not so bad. Daytime high today back up in where we should be this time of the year, even a little bit above average at a high of around 84. But notice, sunshine to start. We push into the afternoon, some extra clouds, and then storm chances. Closer to the lake, you have a better opportunity here later today, but even there, it's isolated, just a few. Though some quick, heavy rain and some strong winds are possible. We're looking at a more widespread chance tonight, but not much rain at about a tenth or so. We'll take another look at your weekend forecast coming up. For now, Kristen Byrne, how is morning traffic?
You know, road's kind of quiet today. I think a lot of people had a late night with that Browns and Tribe game. So as we zoom out of Progressive Field this morning, a reminder, a couple closures happening this weekend, and this weekend only here. East 9th closed between East to 22nd and Carnegie this morning, so keep that in mind. Also want to remind everyone the Interbelt Bridge from over 490 to 77, that section 90 eastbound, that's going to be closed for the weekend too as they work on that bridge here. So your alternate, always use 490 to 77. You're going to be just fine if you do that. Getting a look at the Turnpike. Also, the Interbelt, by the way, looks great, but the Turnpike looks fantastic as well. Let's head outside for live looks at 77 this morning. The Akron area looking great. And right there here, I believe this is, yes, 77 at East Archwood. That's where we're seeing a little bit more traffic. Back to you guys.
6:02 right now, and we are learning more about a tragic accident at Cedar Point this morning. Police say a Northeast Ohio school teacher entered a restricted area when he wasn't supposed to, costing him his life. Nick Foley is here with more details on this story. Nick, this really unbelievable story here.
It is, Jackie. We've learned from investigators that the accident happened when the man who has been identified as James Young from East Canton scaled the fence to go look for some personal items. According to Sandusky police, Young, who was a teacher in the Louisville School District, told friends he was going back to look for his cell phone after getting off the Raptor roller coaster. Police tell News Channel 5 he was struck in the head by the ride and was immediately tended to by paramedics, but was pronounced dead at the scene. Cedar Point did not provide a spokesperson on the accident, but the park's website says the ride gets up to nearly 60 miles per hour. A tragic image for witnesses who were waiting for the ride.
We waited an hour and a half for the ride, and then all of a sudden we see someone died. That's just like, it was hard to watch somebody laying there on the ground. It was scary.
The Raptor was closed by park officials after the accident. The park remained open. No word if the coaster will be running today. Terrence?
Nick, thank you. 6:03 now. A man on the local most wanted list shot and killed a Toledo K-9 before he was shot and killed by police. Reginald Marshall was wanted in Cleveland for a murder back in May. Toledo investigators say he was one of the two suspected car thieves that crashed into a vacant home Wednesday night. One of them opened fire, killing police dog Falco. Officers fired back, killing Marshall. The other suspect was arrested after a standoff. Serial burglary suspects in Summit County still on the run this morning, and police are hoping new photos captured by a deer camera will help find them. And we have those photos for you this morning. Take a good look. Detectives in Summit County say the men possibly are responsible for 30 crimes in Green, Coventry Township, and New Franklin. The break-ins happening in broad daylight between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m., and that has investigators worried.
If you're bold enough to go into someone's house at 8 o'clock in the morning between 8 and 2, what would be on your mind to get away if someone came home?
Investigators want you to certainly take a good look at those photos captured by the wildlife camera. We have them on our Newsnet 5 app, too. If you recognize these guys, the Summit County Sheriff would certainly like to hear from you this morning.
6:04 on this Friday morning, we have new information about a local woman's death inside a Cleveland Heights jail. Rakina Jones's medical records are raising more questions from her family. They involve her health, and on a jail intake form, she lists numerous medical issues, but there's some confusion here about the medication she received. But what is clear is that after less than 36 hours in jail, she was found dead inside her cell. Her brother, angry about this.
She was in police custody, and she was in there for 2 days. You mean you can't tell me you couldn't take care of somebody for 2 days?
Investigators are looking into whether Jones might have been under or over medicated. The Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner still investigating an exact cause of death. More videos from inside that jail expected to be released. Jones was in jail accused of attacking her ex-husband.
Now to new developments involving the fight over the Nexus pipeline. The Massillon Independent says a judge in Stark County has ordered landowners to allow Nexus survey crews on their properties. Judge Taryn Heath extended the order set to expire today. Nexus wants to build a pipeline linking natural gas from eastern Ohio fields to Canada. Judge in Summit County recently ruled the other way, and telling Summit County landowners they didn't have to give access to Nexus crews. Two people in Lorain County now suing Nexus for damage they say crews did to their properties. Chronicle Telegram reporting both men were ordered to allow crews on their property, but they claim the survey crews damaged lawns and farm fields. They are now suing for damages in Lorain County Court. You can count on us to let you know the outcome of those cases.
They're down at 4 from the 12-yard line. Manziel takes off. He's inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown.
Manziel showing off his running skills there. This is one of the bright spots from last night's preseason opener for the Browns. Johnny Manziel on the 12-yard scramble for a TD. You see it here. The Browns led early, but they did lose to Washington 20-17. So while we did come out on the wrong side of this score, it's still really good. It shows very promising action here from the Browns.
Right, and I'm seeing on Twitter everyone saying it's only the preseason.
Yeah.
That means the starters only played early. And projected starter Josh McCown showed a lot of athletic skill, too, avoiding a strong rush to hook up with Travis Benjamin on a 2-yard touchdown pass. Browns defense, yes, still having some problems stopping the run, but coaches say they will work on that. And did you notice the new uniforms? Looking good there, fellas. Also on display at First Energy Stadium.
But they weren't the only focus of the fashion talk at the game. Do you see that on your screen? Yes, this is the Browns' first-round draft pick, Danny Shelton, wearing a lava lava. It's a traditional Samoan wrap, so he ordered some for his Browns teammates, and we're told they liked it so much that he ordered even more. And the Browns return to practice Saturday, and their next game is next Thursday at home against the Bills. I love that he's infusing his culture there in the locker room. They're embracing him, and they're going to rock those. It'll be great for those after-game interviews with the reporters in there. They're all just wearing those, right?
I think a lot of fans will start wearing those, too.
Yes, they will. So thanks again for joining us on Good Morning Cleveland. I'm Jackie Fernandez.
And I'm Terrence Lee. Thanks for being with us. Still to come for you this morning, caught on camera, a bus crash. We'll tell you what happened to the children inside.
Plus, this one might be hard to swallow. Eggs for $6 a dozen. Why it might become a reality. Tara.
Oh, all right. Morning temperatures on the rise. Humidity going up, too. What will it mean for your weekend plans? I'll take a look at your Power 5 7-day forecast. Coming up in minutes for your Friday, though, some sunshine and a high of 84 degrees. Time now for your Morning Money News. Good morning. Topping America's Money, Sesame Street heading to HBO.
Under the new 5-year deal, the HBO episodes will air on PBS 9 months later. Old episodes will also continue to be aired on PBS.
The Sesame Workshop says the deal will provide critical funding to keep the 45-year-old series going.
And check this out. For a limited time only, Plum Crazy Purple will be available on Dodge Challengers and Chargers.
That is loud. Designers say they're targeting the in-your-face style customers.
Looks pretty cool, though.
Would you ride it?
That I would.
Okay. Well, a new treat for sweet tooths, getting into the spirit of autumn a little bit early, don't you think?
Yeah, introducing, check this out, a pecan pie M&M. It's limited edition, fall flavor. It's already been spotted on store shelves, but don't expect that crunchy, nutty filling. These M&Ms are made pecan pie flavor.
And that's America's Money.